Fuck you, I'm smarter, bitch.
I can't believe you're gonna rig this game.
We don't want to feel dumb anymore.
I feel so stupid right now.
We're here to find out if we're actually dumb. Don't ask us any questions.
Two bumbling morons. Fuck you, I'm smarter.
Welcome to Fuck You, I'm Smarter, the comedy game show where we compete with a guest to be crowned the smartest person in the room. But we're not competing with the guest today, are we, Kels?
We certainly are not.
We are competing with each other.
Oh, yeah? I'll fight you to the death.
Oh, well, I just wanted to, play a few games and, maybe just have a good time.
Oh, you just want to have a good time?
Yeah.
Nah. Fight to the death.
No fun is allowed here.
It's been a rough year. I'm ready to kill.
I think we need to address something that happened last week. Kelly Mockstar wrote you a song for your birthday.
Yeah.
And the last lyrics, which kept me up all morning this morning because it's a real earworm,
It's
you guys.
a real earworm. The
goes-
good kinds. Although Lindsay's told me to stop singing it today.
No, it
it's
gets stuck in your head and it will never come out.
Keeping you up.
It kept me up all morning because I had a dream about it. And then I kept going, bring back the mimes.
You had a dream about mimes?
I had a dream about the song.
You had a dream about the song.
I woke up singing,
about
bring
the
back
part.
the mimes.
About mimes.
Bring back the mimes.
That's how it goes.
Bring back the mimes.
You had it on a loop.
Oh, it was really bad. Now it's going to be bad because I just did that.
Yeah. And if any of our listeners have listened to the song, I mean, I don't know why they listened to it as many times as we would. I don't know. Maybe they would. But yeah. I mean, I think it only takes one. I had it in my head after the first listen too.
Yeah.
So
it gets stuck in your head. But
bring back the mimes.
We feel like we should talk about the mimes.
I think we have to address the mimes.
So many moons ago, I would say 12 years ago, maybe 15 even.
We have no concept of time anymore. It was 25 years ago.
It was 1,000 years ago.
It was before the dawn of time.
Kelly and I wrote a bit about mimes.
Wait, did we actually write a sketch?
Yes, we tried.
We tried to write a sketch about mimes where a mime is trying to
kill another mime.
Oh, right.
Two mimes are fighting each other.
Right.
But what they were miming all the things. So one's trying to blast him with a fire hose, and one's trying to stab him.
Has a knife, right? But it's all fake because of their mimes.
Yes.
But
But that's the problem.
What was funny about it?
Right. That's the problem. That's why we never.
I mean, that's kind of funny that they're trying to kill each other, and it's all
There's
mime.
something there. There's something
there, but we couldn't quite mine the gold of the mimes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we never wound up doing the mimes, but every 5 minutes, Kelly and I are like, should we just bring back the mimes?
Right. It's on our it's on our radar. It's on our list.
On our Google
it's on our
to-do list.
It really is. It's write the mime sketch.
We got to write the mimes.
Figure out what is brilliant about the mimes and make it just a brilliant bit.
Yes. So when Kelly was asking me for details about what I wanted to talk about in the song, the last thing I wrote to her was also we have this sketch about the mimes that we always joke that we're going to bring back the mimes.
Right.
So she ended the song with bring back the mimes. Bring them back. Bring them on back. Bring them on back. Bring them on back. Bring them on back.
Bring them on back.
Bring back the mimes. And Kelly died when she heard it the first time.
It's the best.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Because it kind of sums up our professional relationship.
Yeah, so we felt like we didn't really get a chance to talk about it in the last episode.
We didn't explain what it was or why it was so funny to us.
Yes, so before we dove into this week's theme, we wanted to tell you about the mimes.
Right.
Great.
Do
Well,
you have
Kelly,
anything else to clear up? Is there anything else we said on the previous 69 episodes that was incorrect or perhaps needs to be restated or revised?
We're perfect.
Got it. Okay, cool. So we're good to go.
Happy President's Day, everybody.
Oh, wow. And Lindsay, happy Valentine's Day.
Oh my God. Thank you so much. Yesterday was Valentine's Day, my favorite day of the year.
And today is President's Day. And I'll tell you what, Linz, there is nothing that makes me think of love and romance more than thinking about presidents.
I know. They're so sexy, aren't
Oh,
they?
yeah.
They really make me horny.
Oh, absolutely. From the beginning of time, I love that kind of wig looking hair and all the bows and buttons and buckles.
Of all the presidents, which one makes you the horniest?
Oh God, whichever one owned the most slaves.
Oh, No, I was gonna go with Obama, but I see what you're doing
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Definitely, obviously Obama.
That was actually
For
my
real.
first question of the President's Day game. Which president makes you the horniest?
Oh,
so I'm glad we got that one out of the way.
No, of course, obviously Obama. I mean,
Right?
Listen, you know who makes me the horniest for democracy right now is Biden. I'm horny for democracy
Yeah.
with
yeah.
Biden, but horny for sex stuff.
Yeah, I'm talking I want to know about your sex. I want to know about your sex.
So let's get
Tell me
into
about specifically your sex with the president.
yeah.
Okay, so
I don't
let's
have a concrete example because it hasn't happened.
Let's do a little role play.
It would obviously be Obama.
So let's
Duh.
say I'm Obama. Okay, let's
All
do
right.
a little role play.
All right, let's hear your impression.
And okay,
This is not
let me
rehearsed.
set up the scene.
Okay.
So you get an invitation to go to the White House, and you're like, "Well, Obama makes me horny." This is during the Obama time.
Sure.
I gotta wear my cutest little outfit. I
Little
gotta
blue dress.
Yeah. Okay, so you walk into the Oval Office, and okay, I'm gonna be Obama.
Okay.
Oh, hello, young lady.
Hi.
How are
So,
you?
it's so nice, Mr. President. What an honor.
How are you? What brings you here?
Oh, I just was. Do you want to get some lunch?
Yeah.
wait, no,
I'm not
I mean-
horny. I'm not
no.
feeling horny. I'm
No,
not
no.
feeling the sex vibe. Okay.
That's
Let's
how
try this again.
I am very awkward initially until I'm comfortable,
Got
and
it.
then I'm weird.
And then it got it.
I'm
it's still
weird until it's still weird, but it's a sexier weird.
So for the listeners, please comment on one of our Instagram posts and tell us which president you're horniest
Yeah,
for.
absolutely. That was great, Lens.
Yeah.
And what about you? I would love to ask you the same question.
Well, I think Obama made me the horniest for sure.
yeah.
Also, when they say you're like in your sexual prime in your 30s, but
Right.
I felt way more primed at that time in my life during his presidency.
You weren't in your 30s for any part of his presidency?
I guess I was in it for the last few years.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess like 4 years.
Yeah.
So his second term, I was I guess I was horny.
What was going on the first term?
Just living in New York,
Yeah.
like having a sexual revolution,
Right,
like
right.
living my life, just feeling like young and free, and like kind of drinking at bars a lot. And, like,
Remember drinking at bars a lot in New York?
Yeah, I'm just like so much healthier and more boring now. You know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You are.
I know.
I don't know. I've been drinking a little. I've been leaning into the drink a bit this pandem.
Yeah, I did in the beginning, and then I
Yeah.
tried to like stop again.
I'm sort of I'm waning out of it.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
a great segue into my second question for the President's Day quiz.
Okay.
What president do we think had the biggest drinking problem?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the biggest dick.
Oh,
And I
we
was
can
still
talk
gonna
about
say
that too.
Obama.
Okay. Yeah, he had some BDE for
I mean,
sure.
who knows who really did, but I don't want to think about anyone else's.
Right, I only want to think
I
about
don't
it.
want to think about, and I'm sure he.
I only want
I'm
to
sure
be
he
with
does.
you.
I mean, he totally has BDE. That's big dick energy, everybody. Big dick energy.
Who is the drunkest? Someone had a red bulbous nose. I just know
Did someone die from drinking? Or did I make that up?
it. Probably.
Groveland Cleveler.
You know I love a Cleveland Grover. Okay, so we'll just bet on him. We'll just bet on him that he was the drunkest.
Groveland Creever.
Yeah, that's his name.
Clover Greveland.
That's exactly his name.
What was his name?
Clover.
Was it Clover Greenland?
Grover.
Cleaver Groveland.
Grover Cleveland.
Grover Cleveland. That's right.
Oh, wait. Wasn't there a Muppet named Grover?
Yes, that's why I said Snuffleupagus. It didn't
Oh,
land.
I
It's
got
fine.
it.
We were past it.
Someone heard it. So we're going Grover Cleveland for the drunkest. Okay.
Yeah.
Kelly,
Yeah.
I'm not going to let you say Obama.
Are we like?
Yeah,
did you
I
sneak-
just started
you
it.
snuck our way. You snuck me into this quiz. I didn't even know.
I know. No one
Genius.
knew.
No one knew.
Fuck you, I'm smarter.
So we're
Okay.
going into it. Kelly,
Cool. I'm ready. Let's do it.
I'm not letting you say Obama because I know you
What
would
if he's
pick
the
Obama.
answer?
It doesn't matter. I'm making you pick someone else. Who was your favorite president and why?
Obama because he was the first black
No.
president. and because he was cool and sexy.
No.
What? That's the truth.
And who else if you can't choose Obama?
I'll say how many presidents have I really even remembered or been around for? Then I will say Biden because he is
saving us right now.
helping to usher in hopefully a new era of goodness and awareness and progress.
Okay.
That's what I'm hoping.
All right. Who is your least favorite president?
Once again, the one who had the most slaves.
Yeah.
Which I think wasn't it Thomas Jefferson? We did a whole thing about this back in the day, one of our old episodes.
Mm-hmm, we did.
Maybe it was Andrew Jackson. Whoever was
Andrew Jackson.
I think it was Andrew Jackson. And he was bad for a lot of reasons. He was like the Trail of Tears one, right? Like he's hideous. So him.
Okay. Thomas Jefferson owned the most with 600 plus slaves, followed closely by George Washington.
So it was Thomas Jefferson, who wrote the Declaration of Independence. Can you fucking believe it? Anyway.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
So do you think Trump was a bad person?
I think he still is.
Okay. Question number 4. How many times do you think Trump farted in the White House per day?
Per day?
Not Mar-a-Lago in the White House.
No, I'm sure he was not known for his like healthy diet. And you know what? Even a healthy diet, you got a lot of fiber, you got a lot of, you can definitely fart a lot as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say his were like nasty, like McDonald's farts, that kind of thing. I'm thinking, let's see. Now, do you have hard evidence? Do you have like a number for this? Do you have,
I know.
Do you know
about
what the answer is?
Trumps.
Trumpets. Do you know it's like the bugle? Is there like a
yes,
right?
He's a little bugle boy from Company B
coming into a room.
Yeah. Well,
You
that
know.
was going to be my next question. So how many times? I have 3.
I would say
three,
okay.
This is a three farter.
A 3 fart. I'm gonna say at least probably 25
per day.
25 to 40 per day.
Are we talking sitting at the desk or Trail of Tears?
All of it.
You said it.
I said it. What it was.
You brought it up.
Well.
Okay, so sitting at the desk.
Why? You just said in the White House, so like all day.
All day. Okay,
Yeah.
25 per day. Second question.
Okay.
When he farted, do you think he just was like, that was me? Or do you think he tried to hide it?
He tried to hide it.
Okay.
Yeah, he tried to hide it, and then, but if he couldn't hide it, he just wouldn't say anything about it. He would never say that was me.
Okay.
He probably blamed it on Fauci.
Right. Yeah. Third question. What does a Trump fart sound like?
Well, we've already posited, but I don't think it sounds quite as sprightly. I think it's more like I think they're kind of wet.
Oof. Okay. Got it.
It's questionable if it was just air coming out. That's
Like
what they sound like. No, it's questionable if it's just air. So it sounds like more maybe has come out. It's more wet.
Okay. Good answer. I like it.
I am gonna throw up. I'm throwing up in the back of my throat as we speak.
Let's move on off of Trump. We'll never speak of him again.
Thank you.
So, Kelly, we call it President's Day, but the federal holiday is actually officially called what?
All of the president's days.
Okay.
Let me guess.
I can give you a hint.
Give me a hint.
It's somebody's birthday.
President Lincoln's birthday celebration extravaganza.
That is incorrect. It is actually Washington's birthday.
Washington's birthday.
Yes. So
Celebration extravaganza.
So it's actually Washington's birthday, which is why they based it around the time of Washington's birthday, even though it's not on the exact day.
Well, why wouldn't they just do the exact day?
Because they do like the 3rd Monday of this month kind of thing, which I don't really understand, but I guess whatever. I guess they always want us to have a long weekend. That's why they do that, I guess.
That's so nice of them.
Right. Who are they?
Who
did this
The
to us?
ubiquitous they.
Yeah.
Let's not get into that. That's for another podcast where we talk about QAnon. I don't know.
No, I can't.
Never. I know.
I got a cousin.
I'm sorry I even said it. Sorry I
it.
even said it. I take it back. Sage the place.
Okay, so let's move on. Let's just talk about presidents in general. Because I was doing some research. I found some interesting facts about the presidents of the United States.
Mm-hmm.
What two presidents were the only two presidents to sign the Declaration of Independence?
Jefferson.
Bring back the mimes.
Is that supposed to be a clue?
No, it's just in my head.
Definitely Jefferson.
No.
What?
It's not on my list.
He signed the Declaration of Independence.
He's not on my list.
He definitely signed it.
Well, then why is Google telling me the wrong shit?
I don't even know. Did Washington sign it? I don't even know. Yeah, I guess he probably was around.
No.
He wasn't around? Okay.
No, I'm saying Thomas. Well, now this says Thomas Jefferson and John Adams. But when I looked it up, presidents.com, they said James Madison and George Washington.
Well, it's probably all four of them. So it was not what two presidents, probably which four presidents.
It said only two presidents. And then this Google search says there were only two presidents.
Well, listen.
John Adams and Thomas Jefferson.
Listeners, you're going to have to do your own research, okay? We can't do it all for you.
I think it's John Adams and Thomas Jefferson. I think
Adams and Jefferson.
That's the correct answer.
Adams and Jefferson. That's what I was going to say. Well, I said Jefferson. You didn't give me a chance to get the second one.
Yeah, I guess I need to do a little more fact checking because I was incorrect.
Presidents.com, eh?
Yeah, or something, you know.
Right, I know.
DuckTales. Do you ever look up duck facts? Forget it.
Get at it. Well, no, I don't know what you're talking about.
So
moving on.
This president was the only president unanimously elected, meaning that all state representatives voted for him. Was it Abraham Lincoln, George Washington?
George Washington.
Yes, that is correct.
I remember they were just like, I remember because I was there. They're like, yeah, he's just the best. He did everything we needed him to do.
He's got great hair.
He has really nice hair.
Great wooden teeth.
Great wooden leg. Did he have a wooden leg?
No. No.
Okay.
Not that I know of, but I can check DuckTales.com and see.
Go ahead and check DuckFacts.com.
Here we go. George Washington.
Peg leg.
Wooden peg leg.
And teeth.
No, he had wooden teeth.
I think he just had like a really long white sock on or something.
Wait.
I'm just thinking of like that painting where he's like in the boat or something and he has his foot up. It just looks like a peg leg.
I'm sorry.
In my head.
In this show, we talk about embarrassing moments.
Yeah.
And is this real?
What?
One of the most embarrassing moments for young George Washington came one morning when he was late for school. As he ran into the wooden schoolhouse, his legs accidentally rubbed together, causing a spark that set fire to the school and nearly burned down the entire schoolhouse. Maybe he had
a wooden leg, a flint leg.
No, I'm saying maybe he had like braces like Forrest Gump.
Oh, I don't think it.
Smithsonian Institute proves George Washington wore wooden pants.
What?
Wait.
Well, we do wear bamboo clothing now.
It says stories have abounded for years about George Washington's fabled wooden teeth, but it couldn't be further from the truth.
Oh.
Now we find out that he actually wore wooden pants.
I told you. I was sort of right.
What? I don't know.
Wooden pants? What? Like a barrel? I just imagine him wearing a barrel.
Look. I don't think we should trust it.
Is this DuckTales.com?
No, I just looked
DuckTales.org. President facts.
All right, here's another question.
Okay.
At 42 years, 10 months, 18 days old, this president was the youngest man to hold office. Then this president is the oldest. So who is the youngest? Who is the oldest? Who is the youngest?
Was Clinton the youngest?
That is incorrect.
He was like 45 or so. He was like pretty young though.
Yeah.
Was it JFK?
JFK was the youngest, he was one of the youngest, like when he was already in office. I guess this is the youngest, or he was the youngest when he got. I read the whole thing, but it's not JFK.
Okay.
I don't know. I can't explain it.
That's fine.
Because he was on the list. He was like a couple of days older than this person.
That's okay. I'll check fishfacts.net.
Any
Oh,
other
what,
guesses?
no,
We're
I don't-
still doing
don't-
an episode.
I thought you were doing more research about the wooden teeth.
JFK was 46.
Okay. When he was elected?
Oh no, when he
When he
hold on.
died? Well, he wasn't in
He-
office for that long, was he?
He was 43, but I think this person was a few days, like literally days younger than him.
Let's see what names of presidents I can remember right now. Let's see. Well, maybe it was George Washington.
That is incorrect.
Okay.
Give
That's
you
not
one
just
more
because
guess.
that's the only one I could remember, but I'm thinking like back in the day, people were like ready to die by the time they were 40. So like that wasn't like a young age at that time.
Do you know who the oldest was?
Is it Biden?
Yes, it is Biden.
Okay. The youngest was, I know it, FDR.
No,
No.
it's the other one.
Teddy.
Roosevelt, and is he the one in Annie?
No, he's not the one in Annie.
Good
FDR
job.
is the one in Annie.
Good job.
We've asked each other this enough times that I now remember.
Now I remember it. So let me ask you this. Do you know how old Joe Biden is?
I think he's like 70. He might be 79?
He's 78.
78. I knew it was 78 or 9.
He's 78.
Okay. I'm going to
Okay.
say I got that right.
Kelly,
Yes.
were Franklin D. Roosevelt and Teddy Roosevelt related?
They were like 38th cousins or something. They were distantly related.
They're fifth cousins.
Same.
Yes. Very good. Okay.
Because I've looked this shit up so many times.
I know.
Because
Because like, is that the one in Annie?
Exactly.
Listeners, you better know which one was in Annie because we've talked about this.
You will be
before.
quizzed.
Okay. So while FDR had polio,
He didn't necessarily have polio.
he had a disease that they think now is polio.
they thought then was polio.
Oh, well. DuckTales said something different.
It's commonly thought of that he had polio, but it's not 100%. I did a lot of research on that when I was doing one of my oldie timey medicine games with like people with or like crazy diseases or whatever.
Well, he had a disability or a disease.
Yes, he had like some degenerative
Yes.
disease.
Well, Teddy had a little bit of a problem as well. He had a disability. Do you know what his disability was?
He couldn't smile.
Ooh, he had Bell's palsy.
No, he was very sad.
Oh, he was so
He
sad.
was
He just
so
wouldn't smile.
He was morbidly
Just
depressed.
physically could not smile. Okay, so depression.
Yeah.
No, he was actually blind in his left eye due to an injury in a boxing match.
Ooh, boxing.
All right, number 12, just a few more left. Martin Van Buren was the first president to be born as a citizen of the United States. The presidents before him were born as blank. What were they?
They were residents of the colonies.
So what were they?
Well, they didn't see it this way, but they were like British citizens.
Yes.
Yeah.
They were British subject citizens because they were born into the colonies. Okay. William Henry Harrison died just 32 days after becoming president.
That's the one who was an alcoholic.
You think so?
I don't know.
Well, actually, he died from a cold
Oh.
that he got while standing in the rain giving his inauguration speech.
Oh my God. That's why they tell you not to go in the rain because why?
William Henry Harrison had a little bit of an ish. So,
oh man,
this was the shortest presidency in history.
Would you say
32
days?
Damn. Who had the longest presidency?
Ooh.
She knows it. She's going to know it. She's going to know it.
I think
Who was
I
it?
think, if I'm not mistaken,
Who was
I
it?
think it was FDR.
And is he the one in Annie?
Yes.
Yes, that is correct. So he was the first and only president to serve more than 2 terms.
Right. Was that because of like the Second World War or something?
They didn't pass the amendment. It says the amendment was passed by Congress in 1947 and was ratified by the states on February 27, 1951. It's the 22nd
so it's after.
amendment.
Oh, when was he president?
He was president
30s, 40s?
40s.
40s.
So 30s, 40s. It says on November 5th, 1940, FDR broke a long-held precedent, one that started with George Washington when he became the first president elected to a 3rd term, and then he was elected again and did a 4th term, taking office on January 20th, 1945.
Wow.
So now that's the 22nd Amendment, says that a person can only be elected to be president 2 times for a total of 8 years. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. One more question. Ready?
Uh-huh.
4 sitting presidents have been killed.
Ooh.
Who were they?
I mean, Christmas Carol?
Who are the dead
okay.
ones?
JFK.
Yes. 1963.
Let's go with Grover Cleveland.
No. That's incorrect.
What about Cleveland Grover?
Not him either.
Clover Greenland? Okay. I can't remember presidents' names. Like I don't.
What about ones that have been injured
Hamilton.
in attempted assassination?
Alexander Hamilton.
Okay, I'll just tell you.
Just tell me.
Abraham Lincoln.
Oh, right. Abraham Lincoln.
1865.
Of course. Duh.
James A. Garfield, 1881.
Okay.
William McKinley, 1901.
Okay.
JFK, 1963.
Okay.
Then 2 presidents have been injured in attempted assassinations. Who were they?
Nixon?
No. He did not
fine.
die.
No, I know
while
he didn't
being-
die, but
Oh, no.
he was injured. Someone tried to shoot
Someone, there's a famous, like, he said, I didn't duck, or good thing I ducked, or something.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Ronald Reagan.
Reagan, that's what I was
1981.
thinking.
And then our boy, Teddy Roosevelt, 1912.
Wow, he's not our boy.
He's not our boy.
He's the
FDR
5th
is.
cousin of our boy.
Yes. And I just want to make a little shout out before my President's Day quiz is over. My shout out is to the First Ladies. And I tried to do a First Ladies quiz.
We'll do it soon because there are some good ones.
Okay. But
Yeah.
most of them are like, died before her husband even became president. Died in the White House. Died. They let the women just die. They
Right.
just let the women die. Everything I looked at was
Well,
like,
listen,
she went crazy and went to a mental institution and then she died.
Lindsay, men wouldn't even admit that women, like male doctors wouldn't even admit that women like had a clit until like 1980.
Right.
So like they
But
didn't.
do they really have a clit?
Do you?
Do I?
I'll show you.
Oh, okay.
I'll show you
Will
later.
you find it for me?
Sure. Anything
you.
for my friend. They is like the people in charge,
Yes,
right? In this
yes.
case, the patriarchy.
They, them.
They/them,
Yes.
right? To be, to honor their pronouns.
Yes.
Didn't care about women's health or like care to learn enough about it to have preventative type of medicine or like
Yeah.
really like we've lived in the dark ages for a long time in medicine, to be honest.
I mean,
just in comparison, there's so
We're-
much research done on like male health, honestly. you
Yeah.
know?
Well, shout out to Abigail Adams because she was the one that urged her husband to remember the ladies. Remember that?
Yeah.
When he was
think-
writing the
yes.
Declaration of Independence.
Right. But he didn't.
No, he did not. But there you go. That is your President's
Woo.
Day quiz.
Very nice, Lynn.
Thank you very much.
Speaking of presidents.
Yes, my dear.
Before we get to Valentine's Day and the real reason that we're here together, which is our love,
Yes.
I want to talk a little bit more about presidents, just in case you didn't quite get your fill with that lovely quiz. This game is called, it's just a little lighter, If Presidential Penises Could Pontificate.
I love this.
Yeah.
Let's get into it.
So, pontificate, in case you're wondering, means to express one's opinion in a way considered annoyingly pompous or dogmatic. So if presidential penises could pontificate, these are presidential Valentines.
Okay.
We're going to go for some presidential Valentines. These were taken from a website called plottingthroughthepresidents.com, where they wrote out like funny like presidential Valentines for history lovers.
Cute.
Number 1. You're going to finish the sentence.
Mm.
George Washington famously said to his wife once, "I shall be bold and not dilly-dally. The weather is cold. May I forge your blank." The weather may be cold. So I shall be bold and not dilly-dally. The weather is cold. May I forge your
hot booty thing.
It rhymes with dilly-dally.
Oh, dilly-dally. Silly Sally.
May I forge your silly Sally.
Yes.
That was his nickname for her vagina?
Yes.
Got it. That's incorrect.
What is it?
Valley. You're looking for valley. Forge your valley. Because of
Oh.
Valley Forge, which is...
A forge.
which is...
Like Camp David? Where he went to hang out?
Yes!
And like be alone and like
Not alone.
be away from the dog and like the wife is nagging him all the time.
No, it was a place. Valley Forge was a winter encampment for the Continental Army, commanded by General George Washington during the American Revolutionary War. So it was an encampment.
So that's where he got his special massages.
What? That's where his man cave was.
Got it.
Yeah. It is approximately 18 miles northwest of Philadelphia.
Cute.
And my mom used to live there.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
Yeah. Great. So I shall be bold and not dilly-dally. The weather is cold. May I forge your valley. Number 2. After the American Revolution, George Washington famously remarked to his wife Martha, to Martha, who would soon be his wife. Doesn't matter. "I cannot help it. I'm totally smitten. I want to lick you like I licked."
A kitten.
Yeah.
Like I licked a kitten?
No, Britain.
Oh.
Because they beat Britain.
Got it.
Got it. Number 3. John Adams. Ooh, he really had to strong arm his suitors, which he did with a charming Valentine's Day card that read, "Being your Valentine is my only ambition. Say no, and I'll charge you with an act of
Prohibition.
sedition."
Ooh.
What's sedition, Lindsay? That's your what is sedition?
like he's gonna do some S&M.
Yeah. No, President John Adams oversaw the passage of the Alien and Sedition Acts, which gave the president authority to deport quote-unquote aliens during peacetime, the power to deport any alien living in the U.S. with ties to wartime enemies, and finally the Sedition Act, which gave Adams tremendous power to define treasonable activity.
He was kind of a dick.
Kind of a dick,
Yeah,
though, right?
he's totally a dick.
Sedition, I guess, is like going against your country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Number 4. This is your last question, but there's a couple questions involved.
Okay.
Thomas Jefferson once famously said to his wife Martha when
Stop
they were
being
dating,
a crazy bitch. It's not depression. You're just nuts.
probably.
She held seances in the White House.
I love that.
I know.
That's rad.
Well, I don't know if the White House was a thing. Maybe it was.
I don't know.
But she held seances during his presidency.
Well, Thomas Jefferson said to her on Valentine's Day one year, "Turn around, my dear, and show me that cargo. I'm placing your assets under
The embargo.
Yeah!
got one right.
Yes, Lindsay. What is an embargo?
It's a shipment of it's like a barge. It's a
A
shipment.
forge and a barge.
It's a shipment of goods through a canal.
That's what Thomas Jefferson was hoping it would be.
It's a trade.
He wanted to ship his
Isn't
goods
it like
through her
a trade?
It is an official ban on trade.
It is a ban on trade.
Yes. Lindsay, so Thomas Jefferson was involved in the Embargo Act of 1807. See, that's why
He was the barge.
The Embargo Act of 1807, they wanted to prohibit American ships from trading in foreign ports. They were trying, there was a whole thing about, oh my God, like the French and
China.
the British. This is not China. The French and the British were fighting, and they were like, the British were like commandeering or like the American soldiers to try to get them to fight for them. It was like crazy. Anyway, something about a Napoleon, like there's all this stuff. You know what I mean? Which led to the War of 1812.
It's a Boston Tea Party.
I don't think so. Yeah, that's my question is, the War of 1812 was the war in which the U.S. went to war with which country?
Oh yeah. The French. Germany.
No.
Normandy?
No. Where's Normandy?
France.
Good.
1812 embargoes, trading, India.
No, it was actually Great Britain. Again.
That was an obvious choice that I was trying to
avoid.
not.
Right.
Yes.
Who won?
Obviously, we know who won. The Brits.
Yes, they did actually. Good job. Good job. Okay. That's it.
Can I just say something about Napoleon?
Yeah, of course. You think he's hot?
No, I always okay, I have a thing in my personality where like if I see like an old person or like someone with a disability, I like get really upset and I can't stop thinking about it. I'm like obsessing over like their life and I hope they're happy and are they okay? And when I was little, it started with Napoleon and Bill and Ted's Big Adventure.
Excellent Adventure?
Excellent Adventure. They bring him to the Piggy, Wiggy, Piggy, the ice cream shop.
I don't remember. It was so. I would love to revisit Bill and Ted.
They kind of like tease him and he's like made fun of. And I felt like really.
But he was a dick. And that was a movie.
I didn't know that as a child. I just felt
You
so
thought that
bad.
was really Napoleon? Just like you thought George Washington and his wooden teeth was also Johnny Appleseed cutting down the apple tree? Wait, who did cut down the apple tree? Was it
George Washington?
George Washington
said, "I cannot tell a lie."
So who was Johnny Appleseed? This is quite a segue, but
he walked around town throwing out apple seeds, and he's responsible for all the apples in all of the United States. I don't know if he's real or if he was just a book.
It sounds like bullshit.
He's
to
like
me.
a Paul Bunyan. Is Paul Bunyan real?
I don't know. Is the brawny man real?
Yeah, in our minds. You know?
In my bed.
So yeah, I have a soft spot in my heart for Napoleon because of Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
He was actually a dick.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
Okay.
But like, I didn't know that. Just thought he was kind of small.
Lindsay, I have one more little game for you.
Great. Oh, good.
For Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's
Listeners,
Day.
One time Kelly took me to South Africa for Valentine's Day.
I didn't take you there. We went together on a trip and it happened to be in February.
And she took me out to dinner for Valentine's Day.
I did pay for the Valentine's dinner.
Yes. And she made me eat springbok.
I did. I made you eat all kinds of different antelope.
And it
Well, we ate them. They were fucking delicious.
We ate them before we saw them.
We ate them before we went on safari and saw them and saw how cute they are and saw how sad it would make us to think about eating them.
It was smart that we ate them first.
I think it was really smart.
Kelly, happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
I love
you.
you.
We should repost. I love you too. We should repost our Valentine's Day video that we made back in the day.
Yes.
Like a quick little like YouTube silly
I'll
video.
post it. Great idea.
Great. Lindsay, who was Saint Valentine? Was he A? I'll give you choices. Okay. I'll give you two choices. Was he A Roman priest who performed secret weddings against the wishes of the authorities in the 3rd century? Or B, a Roman bishop who saved the marriage of a man whose wife was leaving him by blessing water and telling him to bring this water into your house and make her eat it, etc., etc. And then the wife loved him again.
Bishop sounds good to me. And I don't like the story behind the bishop. I like the other story better.
Performing secret weddings.
Yeah, but for some reason the bishop, I'm going to go bishop.
That's incorrect. That is incorrect. The person who blessed the water and whose story that is actually about is actually a female saint from Ireland. Her name is Bridget.
St. Bridget.
Yes.
What a cutie. Kelly, what is a bishop exactly?
I am so glad that you asked me
What
that.
is a bishop? Heard it. I've seen it on chess games.
It is it's like a priest who wears a better hat.
There's a hat involved.
Yeah.
There is, right?
Right? Isn't there a hat?
It is a senior member of the Christian clergy, usually in charge of the diocese and empowered to confer holy orders. It's also an African weaver bird, the male of which has red, orange, yellow, or black plumage. Ooh. What is a diocese?
It's a group of dinosaurs.
Close.
A group of Catholic dinosaurs that pray together. I don't know.
It's a district under the pastoral care of the bishop in the Christian church.
So what's the difference?
Oh, it's like a division.
Is a bishop higher than a priest then? He's like the regional manager and the priest is like the local manager?
Bishop versus priest.
So glad we're doing this in real time.
Bishop versus priest. Here we go. In the Catholic Church, authority rests chiefly on the bishops, while priests and deacons serve as their assistants.
Yes, so that's what I said,
Co-workers
basically.
or helpers.
Woo! All right.
Great.
Lindsay, thank you for that.
Yeah.
In truth, the exact origins and identity of St. Valentine are unclear. According to the Catholic Encyclopedia, at least 3 different St. Valentines, all of them martyrs, are mentioned in the early martyrologies under the date of the 14th of February. One was a priest in Rome. The second was a bishop in Interamna, now Terni, Italy. And the third, St. Valentine, was a martyr in the Roman province of Africa, maybe, where those little bishop birds are with their bright plumage.
Oh, yeah.
Number 2, how did this St. Valentine's name become connected with romance? Because the ones that they're talking about, the bishop and the priest and whatever, those people did, or maybe it was only one person, marry people who they were not supposed to be marrying or whatever. I think it was like, I don't know. They were like wanted the people to go to war or something. The people in charge wanted the people to go to war, and they're like, oh, they're not going to want to go to war if they're married, so you're not allowed to marry anybody. But they were doing it in secret, so that was like a thing. But there was like a reason that it sort of became connected with romance, because it wasn't just that.
Yeah.
Because before that he was just like a saint, you know. Well,
he probably had a very cute little love story himself.
Well, tell me what happened. What was his? Tell me about St. Valentine's love life.
You know, he was an insecure child.
Okay, yeah.
And he never felt like he would
really
amount to anything.
Yeah.
He didn't kids made fun of him in class.
Yeah, it was probably his wooden pants.
It was his wooden teeth and pants. And there was a girl that he loved, and her name was Saint Bridget.
Saint Bridget.
And she never looked at him. She never
blessed his water.
No. And so while performing his marital duties and was marrying off some hussy whore.
Wow, that's okay.
He saw Saint Bridget and she looked at him, and it never rained again in Italy. And so they were like, wow, true love wins in the end. Saint Valentine.
That is 100% correct.
Cool.
Oh shit, I gave you an A, B, and C. You didn't even have to do any of that.
Great.
How did the martyr's name become connected with romance? Was it A, the date of his death may have become mingled with the feast of Lupercalia, a pagan festival of love? B, the power of poetry, baby. Somebody wrote a poem about it, connecting St. Valentine to love, and it was herstory. C, it was one of Joyce C. Hall, founder of Hallmark Cards Incorporated, early marketing schemes.
I'm going to go with B.
That is correct. The power of poetry.
Yeah.
But I would also have accepted A because the Lupercalia, pagan festival of love, is a very possible connection as well.
Interesting. Okay.
What poet, Lindsay, number 3, is credited with inventing this Valentine's Day? What poet were we talking about here? Was it A?
Maya Angelou.
No. Was it A, Willie Shakes? Was it B, Geoffrey Chaucer? Or was it C, Lord Byron?
Oh, wow. Well, we actually know a lot about Lord Byron. Do you remember about Lord Byron from one of our past episodes?
Lord Byron with the Mary Shelley.
We found out that he was really unattractive and he would make people paint him to be really hot.
Was he a Mary Shelley connection?
I don't know. I just remember he was like the first Instagram model that like did a lot of like
touch-ups. He did a lot of
touch-ups.
Right.
I'm going to go with Chaucer.
That is correct.
Yes.
No records exist of romantic celebrations on Valentine's Day prior to a poem that Chaucer wrote around the year 1375 in his work called Parliament of Fowls or Fools. I don't know. It's a word that is not a word anymore or in this language. He links a tradition of courtly love with the celebration of St. Valentine's feast day, an association that didn't exist until after his poem received widespread attention.
Wow. What year?
1375.
Oh, I was only 4 years old then.
Right.
It's interesting.
Mm-hmm. He said, the poem refers to February 14th as the day that birds and humans come together to find a mate.
Cute.
He wrote, for this was sent on St. Valentine's Day when every fowl cometh there to choose his mate. Oh, it is fowl. Parliament of Fowls.
Are
like the bird
you
fowls.
going to find your mate on the 14th? No. The answer
Number
is no.
4. Tell me more about that Lupercalia festival, Lindsay. That sounds really hot.
Well, obviously it's like a giant, furries. Well, it's like that, but leprechauns.
Ooh, I'm loving this.
Yes.
I'm loving this look on you.
The leprechauns all get together.
Right.
And they just bone.
No, because this is actually Roman, not Irish.
Well, who says there's not Roman leprechauns?
Well, they're not called leprechauns, I'm sure. I don't know.
They're called leprechauns.
Hey, didn't cha. Lindsay, true or bullshit?
Yes.
I can't talk today. My mouth is not. Is your mouth working? My mouth.
My brain is not working.
Okay,
but my mouth is doing great.
Nothing from the neck up is working on me today.
I got nothing from the neck up.
You used to say "dead from the neck up" about guys that had like a nice body. But
I used to say that.
Didn't you used to say that?
Probably.
Maybe it was Jolene.
Dead behind the eyes.
Dead behind the eyes. Dead from the neck up. Yeah.
It could have been Jolene.
I don't know.
That's funny if I said that.
Maybe it was her. I mean,
hilarious.
She's really funny. True or bullshit? Lupercalia was a bloody, violent, and sexually charged celebration that included animal sacrifice, random matchmaking, and coupling in the hopes of warding off evil spirits and infertility.
Well, I told you I was going to Santa Barbara this weekend, but we're actually going to a Lupercalia festival.
You might not come back with
It
the
is
same mate.
true.
That is correct.
We're going for the blood.
Hot. Yeah. There's like a whole legend about it. I'm not going to read it to you because it's pretty long.
Great.
Unless you want to hear it.
No.
Okay. Great. That's it.
Oh, then tell us a little bit about Lupercalia.
Okay. So according to Roman legend, ancient king Amulius ordered Romulus and Remus, his twin nephews and the founders of Rome, to be thrown into the Tiber River to drown in retribution for their mother's broken vow of celibacy.
Oh, wow.
So like, your mother's a whore, I'm going to kill
Wow.
the sons. A servant took pity on them, however, and placed them, where have we heard this before, inside a basket on the river. The river god carried the basket and the brothers downriver to a wild fig tree, where it became caught in the branches.
Tale as old as time.
Exactly. True as it can be.
Floating down the river.
Caught up in a fig tree. The
Just a
brothers,
little
Romulus and
son's
Remus.
whore of a whore.
What'd you say?
Son of a whore.
They were rescued and cared for by a she-wolf in a den at the base of Palatine Hill, where Rome was founded. The twins were later adopted by a shepherd and his wife and learned their father's trade. After killing the uncle who'd ordered their death, they found the cave den of the she-wolf who had nurtured them and named it Lupercal. It is thought that Lupercalia took place to honor the she-wolf and please the Roman fertility god Lupercus. There you
We
go.
all have an uncle that would sell us down the river.
Right?
You know what I mean?
Literally.
Well, Kelly, I
Well,
know
Linz.
that I'm a little late, but I would like to ask you in front of all of these people,
Oh my God, I feel
Do you
so
see
on
all
the
these people?
on the spot.
in front of everyone here,
No, my heart is beating so fast.
will you be my Valentine?
Of course.
And that means,
Oh.
can we go on a Valentine's Day hike?
Oh. I mean, no, I'm very busy on Valentine's Day.
Shut the
Which,
fuck down.
To our listeners, happened yesterday.
I said I know I'm a little late.
Oh, gotcha,
we
gotcha,
could
gotcha.
go another time.
Oh, we can go another time. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, great. All right. Well, I love you. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. I love you so much. I'm so sorry I shot you down. I forgot that this is a fake Valentine's Day invitation. Well, a real invitation, but on a fake day. You know what I mean. Never mind. Bye.
Bye, listeners. We love you.
Love
Happy
you.
Valentine's Day. Don't forget to rate, review,
Tell your
subscribe.
friends. Hang out with us. Write us an email.
Hire Kelly for a Valentine's Day song for one
Yeah.
of your
Bring
lovers.
back the mimes.
Bring back the mimes, you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Fuck you, I'm smarter.